I'm not too sure if an in-depth research has been conducted to arrive at a proportionate age for parental care among different animals. From what is visible, it is evident that animal offspring look for safety and care until they come of age, and undoubtedly on a proportionately higher timeline. Offsprings remain dependent on their parents until they are biologically able to avoid risks from lurking predators and the immediate environment. If that be the case, what has come over us humans? Even before our tiny little toddlers have started to build parent-child connection and confidence to face this ruthless world, we would have sent them off to the nearest early learning or daycare center. Children go out with doubts and half a courage into the real world. What kind of emotions would the children be battling with? They would neither have learned a proper language at this stage nor been taught to succinctly interpret any emotion. Does this mean humans are baser animals? When young, inattention, lack of protection, both physically and emotionally, absence of bonding time, etc., are taking a toll on human development, our reflex to external stimuli is perhaps amongst the slowest in the animal kingdom. We are fearful of almost anything and everything, not sensitive to our own kind, full of hatred even when basic needs are fulfilled, and what have you. Attention deficit disorder is prevalent in every human child and stems from fear, hatred, anger, and competition. Some may exhibit actively, while others may have it in passive form. Do they stem from early detachment from parental care? Is our education system designed to trade off invaluable parental time with imposed economic activities for survival? We have definitely faltered by trying to be more organized and civilized. We have faltered to nurture our own kind. We still believe our children are in better hands, knowing fully well that the hands aren't ours. The fact is, we're not even competent enough to give basic love and attention to our children. We are selfish and timid beings driving our own personal agendas. A child's 1,000 golden days have been taken for granted by our parents. They take this as a standard to immediately transfer remaining responsibility to early learning and care centers. As their tiny fingers slip out of the parental hold, our kids start to sense they are being pushed into uncertainties. Deep fears start to creep in. There are 100 others to be looked after in the learning centers, but our parents must provide for the children. They're compelled to turn a blind eye to the young ones in emotional turmoil. Modern education surely ensures convenience to parents. It frees up their time from a serious responsibility. They fall into the bandwagon of kids can wait until we secure their future. By then, our modern education system has already educated our children into logical but baser animals to take charge of our planetary affairs. On the other side of the education continuum, the golden days of our parents are compromised. Whether attending universities and colleges add any value to young adults is still a topic for further debate. But they definitely do burn a big hole in our parents' pockets. The owners and the management of these institutions are surely benefited. They take huge fees and distribute degrees on the strength of their credibility established by some rating agencies or institutions that have no correlation with parents or the children whatsoever. Back in the day, when learning resources were limited, it made sense to continue education beyond secondary levels. Our kids now have access to unlimited learning resources in the swipe of a finger. There are tools and applications that significantly reduce the learning curve and make us more knowledgeable. Technology and AIs can easily replace universities and colleges. We have already experienced this during the COVID pandemic. Virtual libraries whose ownership is being claimed by universities and colleges should be converted into online public libraries. AI instructors should replace humans. Years of schooling should be compressed to provide bonding time to our children and parents. Universities and colleges should cease to exist in our education system. Up until 8 years of age, our kids should only be loved and cared for by their families. Parents and grandparents should divide time for this task. Work from home culture should gain more traction. Governments should provide learning resources free for kids to learn at home. Once enrolled in the schools, our kids should be able to complete their basic schooling within 6 years and dedicate another 6 years in the areas of specialization. Specialization should be demand-driven and not be restricted to a few degrees in humanities, science, and business. Our children should be allowed to choose anything they want to pursue. They should be able to shape their own lives. Learning resources and mentors should be made available and assigned based on need. Research works should be conducted through fieldworks, mentors, and AI. That is it. No child care centers, colleges, or universities and heavy curriculum that add no significant value in our real lives. I don't see why human development shouldn't be at its peak after all these interventions. How do you like to see our education system transforming 10 years from now? Comment below.